but it's all the same size square. And so you wrap your rope around there, you can make your loops and stuff to make your knot. And you pull it, and then you go to the next one, and you wrap it around, and that way all of your squares
are
stay
the same size. That's cool.
My friend, the one that gave me the gaff hooks and the spear hooks, he had one made out of plexiglass that was about that long and had the same width. And he would just slide it. As he was tying his net, he'd have his net hanging up on the side of the wall of his house. And he would just, as he was tying, he was just kind of slide that piece of plexiglass over. He'd make some knots, tie them, and then slide it over, tie them again. Then you have a net panel. Then you bring your net panel. Then you got your bag, and you sew that together.
Yeah, and then these are just zip tied right on the end, huh? That's freaking cool.
Some people just wrap their, put that around the hoop sometimes. On the old style ones, you see the net is around the hoop.
But does it still do the slide thing?
Yeah.
Once you, where's this tied up then? Right here?
It goes up here into this, this is what we call the trigger right here. So you pull that in, pull it snug tight. So then when the fish pulls,
it just comes right out.
It slips out.
Oh, that's freaking cool. I've always seen them, like you said, when you see those pictures at Salila Falls, but I've never ever seen.
The ones that are great big and huge, those ones pretty much, they won't slip. They're fixed because the bag is so deep that when you pull them in, the fish are pretty much.
Oh, yeah. They're so far back. It's so deep that they can't come back to it.
But this one's so deep, yeah, like I said, I've had up to 6 fish in here at one time.
Wow.
Caught a lot of triples, a lot of doubles, 2 fish.
I like it. You got any video?
That's I would say 12 feet long.
Whoa.
But I do have one at home that's 16 feet long for reaching way out into holes when the water's high.
And then how do you keep your center of gravity when you have a 16-foot long pole with a 50-pound
You always keep your
fish?
You always keep your pole downstream. So if the current's going that way towards the basketball court, you always keep the pole facing downstream.
So the water's coming this way.
Yeah, the water's going this way.
Oh.
So you always keep it there. Otherwise, if you have it here, sometimes
You can get snagged, huh?
Yep, pulled in.
Have you ever been pulled in?
Close. I've been close. Where I reached way, I was standing on a rock, and I reached way out as far as I could reach. I was right at the very end of the pole, and I hit a fish. It yanked me, and I fell on my belly on the rock. And the only thing that was keeping me on the rock was my toes.
Ooh.
And my cousin came down, and he ran down and grabbed my feet and held on to me, and I pulled the fish in.
How many?
You're still worried about the fish.
And how many nets have you lost down the river? Is that secret? Just one.
I had one that the wood snake.
Oh.
Right in the middle.
Okay, that doesn't count.
And I loaned it to my cousin. He took it fishing, and he brought it back, and it was cracked.
Oh.
And he had tried to fix it with tape. And so I went to go fishing, and I was fishing with it and hit a rock, and it snapped the pole in half, and my pole was floating down the river.
Aww.
With the
Give
fish in
to
it?
the salmon gods.
No. Yeah.